Muhammad Hanif Atmar is the current acting Minister of Foreign Affairs and a former Interior Minister of Afghanistan. He was removed from the Ministry of Interior Affairs by Hamid Karzai in the wake of attacks on the June 2010 Afghan peace jirga. Before that, he worked with several international humanitarian organizations and served as Minister of Rural Rehabilitation and Development and Minister of Education. In 2011, he was part of the Right and Justice Party. During his time in office, he has visited several countries to get funding to stabilize Afghanistan. Atmar served as the National Security Advisor to Ashraf Ghani from 2014 to 2018, when he resigned due to disagreement with Ghani on certain issues. In late 2018, Atmar announced his candidacy for the April 2019 presidential elections, indicating he firmly believes a peace deal with the Taliban is possible. He later withdrew his candidature. In April 2020, he was appointed as the Foreign Minister. Atmar was born in 1968 as son of Mohammad Asif Atmar in Laghman province of Afghanistan. He is an ethnic Pashtun. As a young adult, he worked for the KGB, an Afghan security and intelligence agency with strong ties to the Soviet KGB, including with a special operations unit. During the Soviet-Afghan War, he fought against Mujahids and lost a leg defending Jalalabad in 1987. Atmar left for the United Kingdom after the fall of Kabul. In the UK, he earned 2 degrees at the University of York, a diploma in information technology and computers, and an MA in public policy, international relations and post-war reconstruction studies, which he studied for from 1996 to 1997. He speaks fluent Pashto, Dari, English, Urdu, and Hindi. In 1992, Atmar began advising on Afghanistan and Pakistan for humanitarian agencies, which he would continue for 2 years. Following that, he went to the Norwegian Church Aid, where he served as program manager for 6 years until 2001. That same year, he was hired as the Deputy Director General of the International Rescue Committee for Afghanistan. But after the September 11 attacks, the 2001 US invasion of Afghanistan, and the Bonn Agreement creating an Afghan Transitional Authority under Hamid Karzai, Atmar left to join the new government. In 2002, Atmar was invited to join the transitional government as the Minister of Rural Rehabilitation and Development and was confirmed with the same portfolio in the cabinet of the newly elected President Karzai in December 2004. As one of the youngest members of cabinet and a technocrat, he directed his energies into transforming a dysfunctional and nondescript ministry into one of national significance that reached into every province of the country, overseeing an annual budget of nearly $500 million at the end of his 4-year tenure. Akin Murat, country director for UNDP in Afghanistan, described Atmar in 2004 as a human development champion. As head of a ministry that was considered a key consumer of international funds, his task entailed providing food security for the rural population, safe drinking water, alternatives for the drug economy, and building the necessary infrastructure for the economy in rural areas to develop. In May 2006, Atmar was sworn in as the Minister of Education after being approved by an overwhelming majority of the National Assembly. As one of the very few who has served in successive cabinets under President Karzai, he went equipped with valuable institutional experience and memory to take on challenge of making available one of the most basic rights denied to a generation of Afghans: education. As a member of the Presidential Oversight Committee, Atmar provides valuable advice and input into the development of the Afghanistan National Development Strategy and represents government on the Joint Monitoring and Coordination Board that tracks the implementation of the Afghanistan Compact. In October 2008, Atmar was sworn in as the Minister of Interior after being approved by a majority of the National Assembly. On November 21, 2020, Atmar was sworn in as the Minister of Foreign Affairs after being approved by a majority of the National Assembly. When the Truth and Justice Party was founded in 2011, he became a member of the party.